This is from Malfuzat, volume 5. And the question Hazrat Sahib was asked, the question and the answer were printed in Al-Hakam, volume 7, number 14. This is on page, this happened on 17th of April 1903. The question was, what is the path through which a person can attain to God? Hazrat Sahib replied, those who are blessed, their tongues are closed and their actions are wide and righteous. In Punjabi there is a saying which is, to say is an animal who has foul smell, and to do is a tree which is perfumed. So this is how it should be, that a person, instead of saying, does many deeds, takes much action. Just the tongue cannot help. There are many who spend much time in talking, and they are very lazy and weak in taking action. Talk which does not have the spirit of doing is nothing but waste. Talk which is blessed, which has with it heavenly light, and which is irrigated and fertilized and made green by the water of deeds and actions. Humans cannot for themselves do this. What is needed, that at every instant a person should pray, and pray sincerely and with feeling, and he should remain fallen on his door and ask him to grant. Otherwise, remember, those who do not do so die blind. Now look, when a person has one spot of leprosy, then he worries about that. He forgets everything else. In the same way, the person who is able to notice on his a spiritual spot of leprosy on his soul, he should also forget everything else and run for its treatment. But lo, there are few who realize this. It is true that for a man it is very difficult to truly repent. For to do so, you have to break your connection to one side and create a connection with the other side, which is very difficult, except if Allah grants you the strength to do so. With respect, with bashfulness, you should pray to Him, and you should plead with Him that He grants you the strength. Those who do so find it, are granted it. Their prayers are listened to. A man who just talks is of no use to anyone. When you have a piece of cloth which is white and new and which hasn't been colored before, when you color it, it colors beautifully. So you should purify yourselves like that virgin white piece of cloth, so that when you color yourself in God's colors, those colors shine forth. People of the household were a pure and righteous group and glorious group. To purify them, God had himself said in Surah Ahzab verse 34 that I will with my own hand purify them and remove their impurities. So God himself purified them. If that is the case with those people, then who amongst us is the person who without God's help can purify himself? But what is required and what is incumbent is that you keep praying, you keep falling at his doorstep, and you keep asking, because it is only he who can grant everything